you. What's the address for the incident, please?
Coming down the road, we could see that it was already well alight, hell of a lot of smoke.
It was punching out of that window, and it was actually quite shocking at how fast that fire developed.
So I've only lived there 11 months. A lovely little place. Aria's room was full of toys. It was never clean as I wanted it to be, but that's how it is all the time. As my first home, I was quite proud that that was my first home. The car, she was playing in it and she hated it before because it made the honking noises. She hated it, she used to get scared. And then that day, she actually really enjoyed it. I went to the lounge, I cleaned up, I put the car on charge. I went to my room, I started to do some washing. And I'd laid down for a minute because I was like, oh God, I'm bored of this now. So I laid down for a minute and I said, I'll finish this tomorrow morning. And so I was about to head off to sleep and Shelley had come to me and she's been like really scatty. And she was like running around the place and she was like going to the window because the window was open. And the fire alarm went off and I'm like, what on earth? I go into the lounge and it's up in flames, it's crawling up the wall and I'm like, oh my God, I've got to put it out. I didn't think of that, it's electrical. Water and electric don't go well together. Nothing changed and I was like, right, get my child, and I left.
Where's the fire? Where did the fire start?
It's in the lounge, it's in the lounge, it's just started now.
Is everybody out of the house?
Ari was out safely. I was out safely. Like I said, I don't care about anything within the house. I just need my cats.
Your cat?
Yes, my cats, my animals. Have they gone any quicker?
No, they're coming as quickly as they can. The New Milton Fire Station.
When we had the call, I was just thinking it was just like a regular job, maybe a bit of cooking because of the time of day. But when we arrived, I was quite shocked at how that fire had developed. It was really going.
We turn out to a few property fires during the year here. A lot of them don't develop into anything too big and we can deal with them quite quickly. My initial thought with the amount of smoke at the bottom half of the high street was that this was a developed fire and something quite serious. And then on arrival, when you're met with flames coming out the windows, just quite surprising how fierce it was.
There we are, can you hear the sirens? Try and calm down now so you can tell them what's happening, okay?
So once we arrived, I spoke to Molly just to find out if there was any people in there, what was on fire, and she informed me that no person's in there, but she did have 2 cats. So as we entered the property, because of the heat and the smoke, we struggled to get up the stairs to start with. But once we got actually into the flat, we could see the fire on the right-hand side. Certainly not your favourite part of the job, is it? And luckily you don't have to do it that often.
As a firefighter, we all live the same lives as the people that we go to. It's just that we get called out when they're having a really bad day.
Talk to them like a human being at the end of the day. And just passing on your empathy.
They went together. So Snodge was here and Shelley was here and they were cuddling together. I said goodbye to them, I gave them a cuddle, I gave them a kiss. Every night she looks out of this window, she sees the stars and she says, good night Snodge and Shelley, see you tomorrow. Out of the whole thing, I just couldn't help but think, why has this happened to us, you know?
Definitely I've noticed an increase in fires involving batteries, the lithium ion batteries, whether it be like power tools or toy cars. You hear about it in the news a lot more often now.
When these batteries do catch fire, they are quite ferocious. This incident, which was devastating for Molly and the family.
Like when I try and think about it, it's mind-boggling because it's supposed to be so safe. It's for a child, you know, that's supposed to fit a 1 to 3 year old. But it's just spreading awareness of how to be careful and just knowing the dangers, because I wouldn't have thought this would have happened at all.
Always use the charger that it comes with. If you need to replace that charger, make sure it's a genuine part.
So when buying electrical items, make sure that it's got a CE mark on it and it's from a reputable manufacturer. A lot of the goods available on the internet these days don't comply, and this is where we can start getting problems.